farmer for a day. Rachel the rabbit helped her grandpa on the family farm.
What do farmers do?
She asked. Follow me, Grandpa said. He handed Rachel a big basket. Rachel followed her grandpa to the garden. We grow and harvest food, Grandpa said. Rachel helped Grandpa pick fresh cabbages. Then Grandpa led her to the barn. Rachel followed with her basket full of cabbages. We milk the cow, Grandpa said. Rachel helped Grandpa feed and milk the cows. Rachel even helped Grandpa gather some eggs and feed the chickens. Grandpa took Rachel back to the house where Grandma waited.
Did you have fun?
Grandma asked Rachel. Rachel replied,
Yes!
Leah the dolphin. Malia, the baby dolphin, was born deep in the ocean. She lived in a big dolphin family. She played with all her cousins. They loved to jump out of the water. One day, Malia learned a new trick. She could do a flip in the air. Malia and her cousins decided to have a talent show. They performed for their families. Malia did her new trick. Everyone cheered for her. Malia won a ribbon for her performance. What a fun day! The mermaid. Missy the mermaid lived in the ocean. She was friends with all the animals in the sea. She played tag with the dolphins. She blew bubbles with the fish. She even spent time with the sharks. Missy helped clean up trash to keep the water clean. Missy loved her watery home so much that she would dance every evening. Picasso borrows a book. Picasso the penguin was excited to borrow his first book. He pulled open the big library doors and walked in. Can I help you? The librarian quietly asked him.
I'd like to borrow a book about fish,
Picasso whispered. Picasso followed the librarian to the children's books section. He looked through books until he found the perfect one.
I found it!
Picasso said loudly, holding it up high. Shh! Everyone in the library whispered. The librarian helped him fill out his own library card. Picasso whispered,
What else do librarians do?
The librarian showed him her glue, tape, and scissors. We fix books when they get damaged, she explained. The librarian showed him her big cart full of books. "We put books away when they come back," she explained. "Would you like to help me put them away?" she asked.
Sure.
Picasso replied happily.
Loves bugs. My name is Emma, and I love bugs. All kinds of bugs. Creepy bugs like spiders and beetles. Beautiful bugs like butterflies and ladybugs. Weird bugs like caterpillars and dragonflies. I even like annoying bugs like ants and flies. The only kind of bug I don't like is any bug that bites me.
Chad and Brad. Chad and Brad are bad. It makes their dad mad. You're naughty lads. Dad won't let them out to play. Chad and Brad are sad. They say sorry to Dad. And then Dad lets them play. Brad and Chad are glad. Dan and the Van. Dan is a man with a van. Dan has a fan in his van. And a big pan. And a tin can. Dan fits all he can in his van. That's why Dan is a happy man. Dog goes for a jog. My dog goes for a jog. He sees a frog sitting on a log. And a rather muddy hog. The hog and the frog are in a bog. Now my dog is in the bog. What a muddy, grubby dog. Dog goes for a jog. My dog goes for a jog. He sees a frog sitting on a log. And a rather muddy hog. The hog and the frog are in a bog. Now my dog is in the bog. What a muddy, grubby dog. Ken and Ben. Ken and Ben have 10 hens. They need to build a pen for these hens. Ben and Ken sit in their den. Soon, they build a pen. Now, Ken and Ben have a pen for 10 hens. Ned puts his teddy bear Ted to bed. But I haven't been fed, says Ted. So Ned leads Ted downstairs and offers him some bread.
I'll have that red apple instead,
says Ted. Rab the crab has claws. Rab uses them to grab and to hail a cab. Rab gets a cab to the doctor. Dr. Gab dabs Rab's arm and then gives Rab a jab. Didn't hurt, says Rab the crab. The mouse in the house. The little mouse runs around the house. The mouse holds a pouch in his mouth.
What's in the pouch?
Shouts a scout. So the mouse opens the pouch, and a yummy round of cheese falls out. Tig the pig. Tig the pig does a jig. He does the jig in a wig. But Tig is a tiny pig, so the wig is far too big. The crowd really likes Tig. They dig a pig in a big wig. Bop likes to hop. Bob the bunny likes to hop. He hops to pop music. He hops while he mops. He hops to the shop. He even hops at work as a cop. Bob hops non-stop. He hops until he drops. Brook the Rook. Brook the Rook reads a book. It's a book about magical wood. Brook cooks his dinner with one foot. And with the other foot, he turns the pages of his book. What a clever rook! Captain Blacktar.
Arr!
Says Captain Blacktar, leaning on a bar and drinking juice from a jar.
Arr! I'll be traveling far,
says Captain Blacktar.
On your ship?
I ask.
No, in my car. Arr!
Jut and the Nut. Jut the squirrel has a nut. He shuts himself in his hut. Then he tries to eat the nut. But the nut is too big. Now I'm stuck in a rut, says Jut. Just cut the nut into pieces, Jut. Cat, bat, and rat. Mat the cat, Bella the bat, and Pat the rat. All eat from a hat while they sit on a mat. They eat and eat, then they all feel fat. Well, how about that? Kit and the Sandpit. Kit plays in his sandpit. Kit tries to sit, but his knee gets hit. Ow, that hurt a bit, says Kit. Kit's dad finds the first aid kit. Kit picks a plaster to fit. That's better, thanks, says Kit. McNap. McNap wears a cap, and his teeth have a gap. He races round the track lap by lap. He takes a nap under a map. Then he gets thirsty and drinks from the tap. Through his gap. My pug dug at the rug. He tugged the rug. A jug went flying. A red mug, too. He must have seen that bug on the rug. We got the mug, mended the jug. Then I gave my pug a hug. Pip and her soup. Pip dips her spoon in the soup. Pip puts it to her lips and tips it to take a sip. Then Pip feels a poke on her hip.
That's my soup,
says a crab. And off he zips. Rocks the ox. Rocks the ox is in bed. He's in bed with the chicken pox. I have the pox, says Rocks. Poor Rocks the ox, says the fox. Have some tissues in a box. And the nut. Jut the squirrel has a nut. He shuts himself in his hut. Then he tries to eat the nut. But the nut is too big. Now I'm stuck in a rut, says Jut. Just cut the nut into pieces, Jut.